You don't need to explain yourself to those who truly understand you. What you desire most in life will never come easily. Set boundaries. Not everyone deserves access to your energy. No one can make you feel upset without your consent. Don't rush to save those who haven't asked for your help. Sometimes people don't want to be saved. They want to experience the consequences. An attractive person who is single often values intelligence over companionship. True knowledge comes from acknowledging your mistakes, not just your successes. Where wisdom reigns, thinking and feeling coexist in harmony. In each of us lies a part we have yet to discover. A life without purpose is unbearable. Change begins with acceptance, not resistance. Condemnation only oppresses, it never liberates. A man who hasn't faced his inner demons has never truly conquered them. Don't quit, suffer now, and live the rest of your life as a champion. Every accomplishment starts with the decision to try. Don't watch the clock. Do what it does. Keep going. The best way to predict the future is to create it. Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. Be the change that you wish to see in the world. Hardships often prepare ordinary people for an extraordinary destiny. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Take the moment and make it perfect. The only way to achieve the impossible is to believe it is possible. If you want something you've never had, you must be willing to do something you've never done. You don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. Stay focused and never give up. You only fail when you stop trying. Success doesn't just find you. You have to go out and get it. The harder you work for something, the greater you'll feel when you achieve it. Challenges are what make life interesting. Overcoming them is what makes life meaningful. Don't stop when you're tired. Stop when you're done. Dream big. Work hard. Stay focused. And surround yourself with good people. Life is not measured by the number of breaths we take, but by the moments that take our breath away. The key to success is to focus on goals, not obstacles. Anything that costs you your peace of mind is too expensive. Let it go. If you're not doing what you love, you're wasting your time. Don't expect to receive what you give. Not everyone has a heart like yours. Responsibility makes you mature, not age. Use your smile to change the world. Don't let the world change your smile. Knowledge gives you power, but good character gives you respect. A lion doesn't worry about the opinions of sheep. Never lose hope. Tomorrow might be the day you've been waiting for. History is made by those who break the rules. Sit alone, and you will find all the answers you need. Titles are temporary, but the way you treat people will be remembered forever. The body achieves what the mind believes. So much of our happiness depends on how we choose to see the world. Don't give power to your problems. Give power to your solutions. A negative mind will never give you a positive life. Time is like a river. You can't touch the same water twice. If you're too innocent, the first thing you lose is respect. Always be happy. It's the best revenge for those who want to see you sad. Maturity is when you don't force others to choose you. What others think of you doesn't matter. What you think of yourself is everything. Mistakes increase your experience. Experience decreases your mistakes. If you learn from your mistakes, others will learn from your success. Don't be quick to believe everything you hear. Lies spread faster than truth. Doi jai la kach kau jan juok. Them down and goak keep. In life, what you really want will never come easy. Set limits. Not everyone deserves your vibe. No one can make you upset. You choose to be. Don't rush to help those who haven't asked you to, because not everyone who is drowning needs a hand. Some want to drown. If an attractive woman is single, it's because she's smarter than everyone else. Knowledge rests not upon truth alone, but upon error also. Where wisdom reigns, there is no conflict between thinking and feeling. In each of us, there is another whom we do not know. Man cannot stand a meaningless life. We cannot change anything until we accept it. Condemnation does not liberate, it oppresses. A man who has not passed through the inferno of his passions has never overcome them. The healthy man does not torture others. Generally, it is the tortured who turn into torturers. Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life, and you'll call it fate. Every form of addiction is bad, no matter whether the narcotic is alcohol, morphine, or idealism. Shame is a soul-eating emotion. The least of things with a meaning is worth more in life than the greatest of things without it. If you are a gifted person, it doesn't mean you got something. It means you can give something away. Life really does begin at 40. Up until then, you are just doing research. He who is afraid needs dependence, as a weakened man needs support. A rich person is the one who is content with what they have. Conversation reveals the foolishness of fools and the intelligence of the wise. Wealth is the biggest reality in today's world. The easiest way to make yourself happy is to stop thinking about everything that worries you. The thing that troubles you is what makes you wise. The more intelligent a person is, the less he talks. If you are the smartest person in a room, you are in the wrong room. Get out of that room as quickly as possible. Try people once, not over and over again. You are what you do, not what you say. Forgive others, not because they deserve forgiveness, but because you deserve peace. To get what you love, you have to do something you've never done before. If you want to hide a secret from your enemy, never tell it to your friend. Some people want to see you fail. Disappoint them. Stop doubting yourself. Work hard and make it happen. You may not be able to control every situation and its outcome, but you can control your attitude and how you deal with it. You will never be good enough for everybody, but you will always be the best for someone who really appreciates you. And never feel guilty for starting again. You become what you believe. The rule of life is very simple. Hunt or get hunted. If money and material things make you believe you are better than others, you are the poorest person on earth. Behind every strong person is a story that gave them no choice. Healthy people don't harm others. Those who do are often deeply wounded themselves. Until you become aware of your subconscious, it will guide your life, and you'll call it fate. Addiction is harmful, no matter what form it takes. Shame corrodes the soul. Don't let it define you. Even the smallest meaningful action is more valuable than the grandest empty gesture. Being gifted isn't about what you have, but what you can give. Life begins at 40. Everything before that is just practice. Those who fear often seek dependence. To show respect, listen actively, and engage in conversations genuinely. Ask open-ended questions to encourage meaningful dialogue. The first and the best victory is to conquer self. Birds born in a cage. Think flying is an illness. Nothing can stop a person who is hungry for a better life. Anything that costs your peace is too expensive. Worrying is like paying a debt you don't owe. Avoid people who only respect rich people. No one is more hated than he who speaks the truth. Life is what we live today. What we live tomorrow will be hope. Rather fail with honor than succeed by fraud. The only true wisdom is in knowing that you know nothing. The tongue does not have bones, but it is strong enough to break a heart. Watch your words. Focus on the step in front of you, not the whole staircase. A moment of patience and a moment of anger saves you 100 moments of regret. Grow through what you go through. When in doubt, tell the truth. Hatred does not cease by hatred, but only by love. This is the eternal rule. A lack of boundaries invites a lack of respect. When something is gone, something better is coming. By failing to prepare, you are preparing to fail. If you want the present to be different from the past, study the past. The journey of your success will always begin with the small step of taking a chance. The sun, the moon, and the truth cannot be hidden. Putting off until tomorrow is your weakness. Successful people always have two things on their lips: silence and a smile. The mind is everything. What you think, you become. Any thought you have about the future is a delusion. Where fear ends, strength begins. The only real mistake is the one from which we learn nothing. You can't cross the ocean until you lose sight of the shore. Don't make decisions when you're angry, and don't make promises when you're happy. No poison can kill a positive thinker, and no medicine can save a negative thinker. Every morning we are born again. What we do today is what matters most. If it doesn't open, it's not your door. Just because it's hard doesn't mean it's impossible. You'll ruin your life trying to make everyone happy. Talking about our problems is our greatest addiction. Break the habit. Talk about your joys. If you truly loved yourself, you could never hurt another. Love your enemies, for they tell you your faults. If you listen to the people who tell you what you don't want to hear, you may grow. Children learn by an adult's example, not by their words. Every bad situation will have something positive. Even a dead clock shows the correct time twice a day. People say you are good when they need something from you. Sometimes the wrong choices bring us to the right places. What to speak is knowledge, and when to speak is intelligence. The sun, the moon, and the truth cannot be hidden forever. No work is beneath you. The only thing that should be beneath you is your big ego. Work hard in silence and show your skills at the job you get, rather than criticizing the job. No matter how hard you work, you can't have everything you want. Eventually, most of us end up settling in some part of our life. Owning your truth can be hard, but not nearly as hard as spending your life running away from it. Many of the people you told your secret to have already told it to others. There is nothing more important to true growth than realizing that you are not the voice of the mind. You are the one who hears it. People only want to hear the good, not the bad. So if you have issues, it'll be hard to find people to confide in. The walls you build to keep things out are also keeping things in. There are times when you see someone for the last time and don't even realize it. Watch out. You'll never know the true value of the moment until it becomes a memory. Never expect too high. The more you expect, when it doesn't meet your expectation, the more it's going to hurt. You might regret your speech, but you'll never regret your silence. Learn to let go, even if you are right. Life is a boxing game. Defeat is not declared when you fall down. It is declared when you refuse to get up. It is indeed very hard to move on, but once you do, you'll realize it was your best decision. Never make a promise you can't keep. Stop letting other people take advantage of you. Learn to say no and understand your rights. Saying no is important. People don't get offended as much as you think. Never awaken a woman's love with no intention of loving her. When talking to people, look them in the eye and on the face. This will make you more confident in front of others. Not everything in this world should be your problem. Some things are simply none of your business. Focus on the issues that affect you directly. You will be much happier that way. Rejection is important for self-development. No one has the answer. You're going to spend a lot of time figuring things out. Most people stay in the same place for a reason. The things they hold dear are the anchors that hold them in place. Stop trying to make everyone love you. You need enemies to succeed. Sometimes, when you're in a dark place, you think you've been buried, but actually, you've been planted. The person who cares less has the most power in a relationship. Never sacrifice your progress for a friend. They might not do the same if the tables were turned. The world doesn't care about your potential. It cares about what you've done. You spend all your health initially for wealth, and then you spend all your wealth for one day of good health. Never compare your life with others. They may seem better than you, but they have some problems which are never ever heard by you. Don't tell anyone what you think or what you know. Keep your secrets to yourself, because a friend of today could be an enemy by tomorrow. Embrace judgment. No matter your outcome, you'll always be judged. So don't live to impress others. Live to impress yourself. Worry is the ultimate bully. It takes everything and gives nothing. Wasting time regretting, cribbing, and crying won't fetch you results. You are right about all the things you think you need to do. Don't wait. Get started. If something bothers you, change it. If it is beyond your control, learn to live with it, accept it, change yourself. That is the only thing you can influence. When you get up in the morning, remember what you promised yourself at night. You spend your first 20 years worrying about what people think about you. Your next 20 years swearing that you don't care what people think about you. And your next 20 years realizing that they aren't thinking about you. To have what you never had, you have to do what you never did.